Chapter 5. I am truly married.
You have to sign it.
Have you forgotten that a month ago, we agreed that after your marriage, you would transfer half of your shares to Briena's name? Zephina demanded, her tone sharp and unyielding. A month ago.
Natalie pretended to think.
I do remember. You said if you allowed me to marry Ivan, I would have to transfer half my shares to Briena after the wedding.
Then sign it, Zephina demanded.
Oh, Mrs. Ford, it seems with age, you fail to understand the clear meaning of words, Natalie replied. The talk was about marrying Ivan.
But I did not marry Ivan, so it doesn't count. Secondly, if you talk about me just getting married, then according to my marriage certificate, I have been married for a year and half, so the words given after my marriage are invalid.
I hope you get it. I knew you wouldn't be that easy, Zephina sneered, but you are not living here unless you sign these papers today.
3 guards entered the drawing room and blocked the main door. Natalie turned to Zephina. I advise you to let me go, and I advise you to sign it, Zephina said arrogantly. Natalie sighed and walked ahead anyway. Do you think just because you are Ford, these guards won't touch you?
Don't forget they listen to me. Zephina raised her voice at Natalie's stubbornness.
IWA is wondering if they think they can stop me just because I am one of you pathetic, spineless Fords.
Natalie stopped a few steps away from the guards, released the handle of her suitcase, and looked at them. Will you let me go, or do you want me to find my way out? What are you waiting for? Drag her here and make her sign these papers, Zephina roared. The guards marched towards Natalie.
When everyone pitied her for her stubbornness, something unexpected happened that shocked them all.
In less than a minute, Natalie had taken down the 3 guards, who couldn't even touch her. The room was silent, with one question on everyone's mind. When did she learn martial arts?
Natalie shrugged her hands and turned to Zephina. Do you think I survived that hellhole you sent me to by passing my time killing bugs all these years?
Zephina, stunned, could only stare at Natalie, who now seemed like a completely different person. How had they missed this side of her? Natalie, you have crossed your limits today, J. Ford exclaimed in anger.
If you leave this home without signing these papers, you won't ever be allowed to return.
She glared at her father.
I considered you all my family until now, and that's why I was willing to move out to keep the peace, leaving this home that belongs to my mother. But not anymore.
Enjoy your short stay here, and I will soon take what belongs to me. What's going on here?
A man entered the drawing room and observed Tessie, noticing the 3 guards limping away. He had heard Natalie's last words, threatening her family.
Briena, with tears still in her eyes, hurried towards him, crying pitifully. Ivan, Natalie said I am seducing you. Trust me, never. She choked on her tears. Ivan wiped her tears, letting her slump against his chest. He didn't push her away.
I know you didn't, Briena, he said, glaring at Natalie. By hurting Briena, I ain't be returning to you, so stop troubling her. She will be my wife soon.
If you dare hurt her again, I ain't spare you.
Though hurt by his words, Natalie kept her calm. Ivan was the reason she survived all those years in that dangerous place. He was the only person who contacted her, assuring her everything would be okay, that he would take care of her once she returned. He kept his word.
After she came back, he cared for her and showed his love. His care and love mattered for him, and she decided to marry him when he asked. Moreover, she believed she had hurt him and broke his trust by this unexpected marriage of hers. Though she did nothing intentionally and was shocked herself, she couldn't blame him for not trusting her.
Any man would feel cheated on.
Got it, Natalie replied and walked out of the home, with her bag in hand and pain in her heart.
Natalie spotted her car in the parking lot. Among all luxury cars parked in there, she had the simplest and ordinary brand one, which she bought with her money and never felt ashamed of using it. Natalie returned to Mia's home, where the latter was desperately waiting for.
The moment Natalie entered, Mia rushed to her, grabbed the bag from her, and asked, Nat, tell me that certificate is fake. It's not fake.
Natalie looked at her helplessly.
I am truly married to Aiden Handrix.
Did you check properly? Mia asked as she followed Natalie to the drawing room.
I did, and nothing can change the fact that I am married, Natalie replied, sitting on the couch, unusually calm. Mia observed her. Hold on for a while, Nat. She hurried to close the windows of the apartment and then pulled something from the drawer chest. The next moment, the apartment echoed with angry screams from Natalie. Maya had already stuffed her ears with earbuds and let out a sigh of relief, just in time. Not minding her frustrated and screaming friend, Mia went to the kitchen, poured cold water into a glass, then poured out an ice cream pack. She turned to the drawing room.
3, 2, 1. Natalie had stopped screaming. Natalie's face was red, her hair disheveled, and she breathed heavily. Mia offered her a glass of water, which Natalie accepted quickly and emptied.
Your favorite flavor. Mia offered her the ice cream pack. Natalie accepted and started eating while Mia sat next to her.
Once Natalie looked calm, Mia asked, "What are you going to do now?" Natalie stabbed the spoon into the ice cream pack as if it were a knife, her expression murderous.
I am going to kill that Aiden Handrix. She pulled the spoon out and stabbed it again.
That scoundrel, jerk, she continued to curse with every single cuss word she knew.